Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte Worthington, Olympic gold medalist, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a tuck no-hander. I love no-handers because it feels like I'm flying through the air. I think there's a couple different ways to do them, so they can look really stylish, and they're great to put in combinations. You can put them in airs and 360s and with other tricks. I found them like medium to learn. I found them a little bit easier because I could already do them on scooters, but it was a little difficult because it was a slightly different technique. So I had to change that a little bit, which made it a challenge, but once I figured that out, it felt really similar. It was similar to how I do it on a scooter, but the main thing that was different was on a scooter you really pinch your knees together and you're quite upright, whereas on a bike I had to be bent a lot further forwards. So when I learnt them on a scooter, I started fly out and on really small jumps, and then it was similar on a bike. I think I also learned it fly out, but it got easier once I learned it over a box. Okay, so building up to actually learning the trick, as I said, I started fly out. We've got a perfect one behind me, and the first thing that I was trying to do was tuck my handlebars in and make them feel secure, so that if I was to take my hands off, the bars wouldn't be moving. So once I found that sweet spot, then I was able to start taking my hands off a little bit. Some people like to do one at a time, like this. I found that more confusing. I thought it was a bit easier to just like take both off, and the more comfortable and secure you got, the bigger the no-hander got. So one key thing I always remember for tuck no-handers is getting my chest over my bars, so my body weight's leaning forwards. And one of the super useful things I tried to remember was pulling my handlebars into my hips, like into my hip crease at the very top of my legs, because that tended to like make all that happen. So my chest would be over the bars, I'd feel secure to take my hands off and put them back on. There's like a million different ways to do a no-hander. Some people go down with the hands, some people go backwards like that. I like to kind of make a bit of a Y shape and have my fingers pointed, so I feel a bit like a gymnast. Maybe that comes from when I did trampolining as a kid, but it feels like it looks really good. There's so many different styles, so just try and find your own and get your arms out there. My favourite ramp to do a no-hander on is a box jump, because you've got so much time in the air. You can hold your hands off for an extra second if you want to, and get that full extension, and it feels really floaty. My favourite combo to do with a no-hander is a double tire grab to no-hander, just because it's something that's a little quirky, it's a little different, and I just think they look quite cool. That is my complete guide on how to tuck no-hander. If you still need any tips, then come down to the skate park and ask me.